Hey guys, welcome back. It's Kitbash time. We got a galaxy's worth of ships to look at and changes to make, and
And I feel like people have sometimes called you my Intrepid captain.
ah,
They've said that. You might have written the comment, I don't know. Yes, Stuart Kitbasher, as you know, seeing if we can fix the famously broken starships of Star Trek, the Galaxy, the Intrepid. What if, what could be, and stuff that no one's doing, so we love seeing it. And maybe you've had this idea in your head for 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years when we get to the TOS Connie and see maybe they missed a trick, etc. We've done a few really interesting ones with Intrepid so far, so go back and check those out. But today, we're asking the question, would the Intrepid class be better? And of course, here's the classic version. We know her, we love her. Would she be better if she had far more of that Galaxy class design behind her? If she had the nacelles and the pylons? There you go. Slightly rescaled, of course, but trying to be roughly in proportion. So yes, Galaxy class refit, in a sense. Thoughts?
two totally different design languages going on here.
Which we have for the E as well.
This feels very much like a Wolf 359 kit bash to me, an egregious kit bash. It's weird. This is a weird one because I don't hate it, but I don't love it. It's just kind of eh. Maybe different views will change my mind. This view's fine, but it feels very fan made or last minute kit bash with physical model parts. You know?
I thought there should be a segment for the Intrepid versions. Jaeger, is it better or worse? That should be the bar we start with. Is it better or worse
This
than
is
the
better.
Jaeger? Okay,
Better.
I agree. Yeah, I actually kind of like this. I don't know why. I don't know if it's going to continue, but the Intrepid class nacelles went to this similar version. They had a not a good word. They had a weakness to them that didn't flow. This, the bulk of these nacelles, the amount of glows, the amount of depth they have, it feels more substantial. And while yes, the art design doesn't fit perfectly, it feels, now we've swapped the textures, so the dark egg blue, all that's carried over, right? It feels as if you could have logicked this into an episode whereby we find Intrepid class that was lost for a year, and they found in a debris field a galaxy. They had to like combine them, and they've been working like you could argue this in a story. I think this is closer to what you could do, many different pylons, but it doesn't look terrible. What a great way of opening the video. But next for the orthographics now, sink or swim. We have looked at version of this with the pylons, but these are designed for these pylons. What do you think?
None of these views really work. They all have something like a little off. The side view just doesn't work because you can see that the Galaxy class nacelle has been scaled down so much. Top view at first glance looks all right, but then you realize that the cells are sticking out too far. It just changes the overall shape of the flow of the ship. It doesn't really work. And then the front and back views, again, I feel like a lot of ships we've looked at over the years, fan made and otherwise, and it's just kind of eh. I mean, the front and back views are probably the best of the views here because they just say Starfleet design, but yeah, there's something off about all of these views, honestly. Even the front and back, just the nacelles are out too far. It's just
As if it wasn't designed this way.
right?
There's something wrong, and I can't place it what? Well, because I kind of like the side view. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it feels like the Intrepid at warp configuration, but longer.
A little bit.
But longer and therefore more. I think the pylons work better with these nacelles a lot. I don't know why. They're better balanced. So for me, I like the side view. It just feels like a bulky Intrepid. Top view, yeah, the disconnect between I mean, it is silly, and obviously you would change that if you're doing it properly. The fact that there's just so much of the edge of the Intrepid pylons, just nothing to this. You would change that, of course. And the front and back are kind of what they are. They're literal Galaxy class on Intrepid. They're not adding much. Although I will say I do quite like having the grills go around the back fully. That I think looks nice and kind of gives us an oomph to the design.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's better than the Intrepid nacelle version. Would you agree with me? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, so we've improved. But let's
Yes.
compare directly these side views. And yes, you can see how embarrassingly smaller the nacelles are. And it does change the vibe quite a lot. Had they been bigger, of course, it would have been sillier. But we're keeping it sort of relativistic.
You are right here. It feels like they just angled up. it does something to the flow of the ship.
Oh,
like
yeah.
that
Totally
neck,
different flow.
and it just breaks it, and it does not feel elegant at all.
No. Well, it feels stockier,
Mhm.
which I don't think is bad, but yeah, elegance has definitely gone. Although I kind of like the fact that we now see the aft cutout. It has a slightly more refit feel, or an E feel, which is obviously entirely lost from the Intrepid. So I kind of like that. Like, you never see it from the side, ever. What do you think?
You can sort of see it from the side, but
I kind of like seeing it. You know, you never see it.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's got some charm. It's got some charm. And boy, the Bassard. Why? Why are the Bassard so tiny in the Intrepid? I guess it's more efficient, but I don't know. I don't know.
Sure.
Top view though.
Maybe pulling the Galaxy class nacelles back a bit on the struts so we're back further, but I think just the shape of them at the back doesn't really work for that. It would ruin the design flow. I've already talked about it. It's bulkier at the back now, and
Yeah.
it just doesn't feel.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Which you don't really
It's
see on the
just-
Intrepid version.
No.
Huh.
Just because they're closer in a little bit, and I don't know. Something about it just hurts my brain.
Again, fair. Do you think if we were pulling the pylons in substantially more into the secondary hull, would that improve it?
Probably.
Yeah.
But I think then at some point
other
you're going to
problems.
get a different kind of proportion issue.
But it's funny, I am getting slight Jaeger vibes here. Just something about the flatness of the pylons. It's not the worst thing for Jaeger, but yeah. And then the front and back and top ends, those classic views, which these are similar to the previous ones. I do kind of like the way the nacelles pop out, as in the Bassards, the slightly taken up vibe. But yeah, as last time we looked at these pylons, the pylons just don't work. They don't. Maybe we have the E pylons or some equivalent with maybe, but it doesn't work with this shape structure of the Intrepid.
Or beef them up a little bit, make them wider, which we've talked about before.
Yeah, even still, I think the shapes don't blend perfectly. No surprise.
And they just stick out too far. I say that, but the Intrepid ones also go past the rim of the saucer.
Yeah.
But
it's neat. It underslung. It feels all part of the shape structure. Here, it's clear. Exactly. This is doing something weird and else. It's kind of giving me New Orleans vibes.
I thought that from the top. Yes. Yeah.
And I quite like that. I think they did something well. But that's again an intentional kitbash. This is obviously intentional. I'm trying to make it work some, but yeah. But that's the point, Stuart. We are answering the questions that you've all asked at 4 a.m. on a Thursday afternoon after 6 beers, after watching Voyager. Would this ship variant work? And the answer is, Well, I guess it doesn't work. It has no impulse. That's I guess, the biggest problem here.
Well, they can be quickly added. The 3/4 view, looks all right now compared to a lot of the other views. So I don't know, man. I'm eager to hear everybody else's thoughts on this. So
yeah, because it doesn't look terrible. It's definitely 359 fleet feeling. Although if it was, I think they would do more to the main hull. Not sure what exactly, but they'd probably do some other things. Maybe add an impulse drop.
Some highlighters.
Well, highlighter pods. Maybe add an impulse unit to the neck, at a Galaxy class style, something kind of else. I could see, or even lots of ideas. But it's so interesting. We've done quite a few of these now with things like Miranda, where you're obviously going past the logic of the ship structure to kind of prove the point of what if you put these pieces together. This could easily have been on screen. It's just not as good a design as the Intrepid. I think that's what you know what I mean? That's what I'm getting from this. But I would also love to see a fan out there to take this concept, and I've got views, they've got beautiful reference here, to modify the Galaxy parts just enough to be them, but tweaked. Maybe pull out the nacelles. Maybe I could try that and see. I think this could be modified to be great.
So there you go. Here's your challenge, guys. Comment down below what you think about this, the changes you can make, should make, can make. Send us a picture. Do whatever you need to do. We like to hear from our community. You guys are great. And As a result, we want you to join our lives, so make sure you subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell icon so you don't miss any of those lives where you can hang out with us in real time.
And while you're there, Stuart, you can comment your thoughts, comments, questions, or just say hi. We love all of those and above with a super chat on live or a PayPal via trekyards@hotmail.com. That absolutely helps the show a ton, helps us do what we do here. Keep doing it and plan for more things in the future. Or regular support on Patreon or join the channel are amazing ways to help us every month. And it all adds up once again. Or buy a shirt, the link down below. Or, you know, there are links. Check out the links.
A lot of things to do.
Yes.
Anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. Until next time, he is Commander Cockings.
He's kind of Foley.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.